All right, this is it. For the last 5 explainers, we've been laying the groundwork, assembling all the pieces of a brand new playbook for the modern broker. Today, we put it all together. This isn't just another chapter, this is the complete operating system, ready for you to press go.
Look, we've already faced some pretty hard truths together, right? We've accepted that information asymmetry, that old ace up your sleeve, well, it's gone. We've admitted that AI is going to commoditize a lot of the data work. And we've established that your only real, durable advantage moving forward is the human premium, your ability to build real trust at scale.
But knowing all of that is just philosophy. And as we all know, philosophy doesn't pay the bills. Operations do. So today, right now, we're making the pivot from the why to the how. This is us putting the complete executable playbook right here on the table so you can finally get to work.
And as Edwin Dutera over at Voxel Micro Video Labs says, we haven't just been talking about marketing. No, we've been methodically building what he calls an operational fortress, a totally interconnected system built to solve the 5 biggest, most painful challenges in your business. So, let's do a quick recap of the 5 pillars we've built. Because if you put this system into action, you stop being just another broker. You actually become a media company that just happens to sell real estate.
Okay, first up, we fixed your time. We finally escaped that Groundhog Day loop. You know the one, where you repeat the same basic info about interest rates and zoning over and over again. We did it by building a digital clone to handle all those common objections before you even walk into the first meeting.
And let's be super clear about what that means. By automating that first layer of education, you get back 150 hours a year. I mean, think about that. That is 4 full work weeks that you can reclaim, just by putting an end to all that free consulting.
Second, we went after the big one, inventory. We stopped cold calling those legacy owners who, let's be honest, see most brokers as sharks circling in the water. Instead, we used the Trojan Horse strategy, launching a local history podcast that lets you walk through their door as a historian.
And this is a total psychological shift. You're not calling to ask for their property, you're calling to validate their life's work. That approach, well, it builds a kind of trust that rockets you to the top of the list for amazing off-market inventory.
So Pillar 3 was all about talent. We stopped begging Gen Z to sit in beige cubicles and make cold calls all day. Who wants to do that? Instead, we offered them infrastructure for fame, giving them access to a professional studio that literally acts like a magnet for the best, most driven young brokers in the game. Okay, so we fixed your time, your inventory flow, and your talent pipeline. Now, let's get to the final 2 pillars, the ones that secure your wallet and protect you from everything that's just around the corner.
Pillar number 4 is all about profit, pure and simple. We stopped being generalists who have no choice but to compete on price. Instead, we used niche microseries to become the one undisputed authority in a very specific, very lucrative market, something like medical office in Torrance. I mean, the difference is just night and day, isn't it? A generalist is stuck on that flat authority curve, always battling fee compression. But a specialist's authority just compounds over time. You get on that upward curve, and suddenly you're the one who gets to name your fee. And the ultimate reward for becoming that go-to expert is this: 0 fee compression. Think about it. Clients just don't haggle over fees with the world's leading expert on their exact problem. It just becomes a non-issue.
And that brings us to our final pillar, future-proofing. We stopped being afraid of automation. Instead, we started leveraging high-fidelity video as our insurance policy, our guarantee against being replaced by some algorithm.
So what's the core asset we're insuring here? It's the human premium. It's all the stuff a machine just can't fake. Trust, empathy, nuance, real interpretation. AI can run all the numbers it wants, but it can't look a client in the eye and build genuine trust. And high-fidelity video is the absolute best way to prove that humanity, at scale. So there you have it, the complete system, an operational fortress that fixes your time, your inventory, your team, your fees, and your future. But it only works if you can get past one final, very common objection.
Let's talk about the one thing that stops most brokers from ever pulling the trigger on this playbook. Let's talk about the good enough fallacy.
I can almost hear you thinking it right now. This all sounds great, but come on, can't I just do this on my iPhone? It's the question everyone asks. And you know what? It's a fair one.
So here's the answer Edwin will give you. Technically, yes. Strategically, absolutely not. Look, if you are asking a client to trust you with a $10 million asset, your video cannot look like a hostage tape. It just can't. It has to scream authority and competence from the first frame. Because in the world of high-stakes real estate, perception is reality. A professional studio signals that you have resources, that you have standards, that you are permanent. It tells clients, without you saying a word, that you're a serious player.
You now have the complete roadmap. You have the full operating system in your hands. Now you just need the engine to power it all. And guess what? Your launchpad is ready and waiting.
And this, right here, is the choice every single broker now faces. The old tools, they're obsolete. The brokers who embrace this new strategy today are the ones who are going to own the market tomorrow. And the ones who wait, they'll be left behind, competing with algorithms.
So here is your first step. It's simple. Go to voxelmicrovideolabs.com right now and book a discovery session. The team there will help you map out your show, lock in your niche, and record your first episodes. They are the engine for this entire roadmap you've just received.
Look, the studio is ready. That off-market inventory is out there, just waiting for someone to unlock it. The only question left is, are you? Let's get to work.